Hey guys, Quincey with theslightlybetterwife.com. One of my top tips for especially moms, wives, really anybody can do this, is don't deal with supper time at supper time. So whenever possible, I like to prep everything ahead of time. Sometimes it's like cutting veggies the day before in little pockets of time, or like tonight's supper, I'm just taking all these leftovers out of the fridge that we had yesterday or this afternoon, and then I did cut up some fresh carrots, and I'm gonna put them all in the Instant Pot to make a soup. So what that meant is, hey buddy, ready for another cup? What it meant is the amount of time that I'm spending right now on supper is gonna be maybe 10 minutes. I did peel 2 pounds of carrots and then just assembling it all together. It'll take me a little bit longer today because I'm filming this. But it's one of those things that it's like, you don't wanna be dealing with supper. I don't wanna be dealing with supper right at supper time when everyone is hungry and they're starting to get kind of crabby, and I don't know, I want that time that we have as a family in the evenings to be so intentional. And so when my husband gets home from work, I like to just focus on like whatever it is he needs. Now I know some people are like, make it equal. Yes, okay, well he's been at work all day. Yeah, I've been home with the kids all day. But that was just some stew meat I just dumped in there from our little rice bowls last night. But I like to just have the home be a little bit calmer, so it is not calm during the day very often. I am a homeschooling mom of 5. Our oldest daughter is 21. She has graduated our homeschool. Here's some onions from last night's rice bowl. Need another one. And then this little guy is 10 months old. He is going to turn 1 in April. And so I just have to work in pockets of time when I can. So that's what I am doing, just to make things a little bit more peaceful. So right before my husband comes home, the kids would, and like my husband would not be like, you need to do this. Like in fact, he's always like, you don't have to do this. You hear my kids outside playing? But before he comes home, I always call the kids in and I'm like, all right, let's do a quick tidy before dad gets in. They don't resent it. There's no, like, I think I'm just like a little bit defensive because of all the people on the internet that are like, you're working too hard. No, I'm not, you guys. I'm working smart by just doing a little bit right before he comes home. Okay, those last 2 things, that was peas that we had at lunch today and then rice from last night's rice bowls. So what I have in here now is carrots that I just cut, onions, peas, stew meat, rice, and then I'm just gonna pour some water over it. And I could either, if I started this earlier, I could put it on slow cook. We're gonna eat in about 2 hours and I want those carrots to be really done. And I have plenty of water because that rice will soak up a lot of it. I'm just gonna put it like on pressure cook for 0. So like it's just gonna hit pressure and then it will come back down, because while it's still really warm like that, it'll be cooking anyway. Won't it? Yes, it will. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just making supper, and I'm doing it by using those pockets of time I had on other days or taking leftovers out of the fridge. Once a week or so, I really like to go through the fridge. We used to do it like Friday night pizza night and find like any little leftover containers. You saw all of our glass containers. Our fridge will be like filled with little like 2 bites of this, 3 bites of this. And we used to just throw that on pizza. Now it seems like we're in a season of soup, and so we will put that stuff on soup. It is February here. We are in North Iowa, where typically like we'd have a foot of snow all the time and it'd be really cold. I don't know, it's pretty like, Alexa, what's the temperature? I think it's like in the 40s or 50s.
Right now, it's 54 degrees.
It's 54 degrees. It's unseasonably warm. My kids are running around the backyard without jackets on. I've got my sliding door open so I can hear them. It is a really nice day. I love this. This is good weather. We needed this, didn't we? Yeah. You're wanting to get up. So then I try to work really quick because he really doesn't sit very long typically. Okay, today we made our giant pan of Scotcheroos. You're probably like, what's going on with that chocolate? Let me tell you. So my one son was like, my 16-year-old, he's like, I really don't want chocolate on it this time. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. 11-year-old daughter was like, I do. And I'm like, well, let's do half the chocolate and like half without. What she understood was put a thin layer of chocolate on. I meant half of it would be chocolate, half of it wouldn't. And that was just a really good lesson for both of us. I should have clarified. I'm gonna put this on pressure cook and go down to 0. I should have clarified. I stepped out of the room as she started to put it on. I came back in and I was like, I thought we were only doing half chocolate. Instant tears, instantly. And first she was like, this is half chocolate. And then it clicked and she was like, I was like, it's okay. It's not a big deal. So a good lesson in communication and just grace. And I'm like, it's fine. There's enough pieces your brother can cut around the sides so he can have it without chocolate. He does like chocolate. He just didn't, he wanted to try it without this time, I guess. I have a really great recipe for that. Maybe I'll stick that on the blog. I pretty much always make it as a double batch because I don't have to measure then. I use like a whole thing of corn syrup, which I know is not healthy, but you know what? That's why we eat healthier suppers, so we can have some good desserts. I'll use a whole thing of corn syrup, a whole container of peanut butter, 2 cups of sugar. Yeah. And then I use, oh, what else? Sugar, the corn syrup, the peanut butter, oh, the Rice Krispies. I was like, what is that other ingredient? The Rice Krispies, I'll do 12 cups of that. And so we found a good one at Walmart that is a Malt-O-Meal gluten-free Rice Krispies. So these are gluten-free Scotcheroos. And then we melt chocolate in that little garage sale find. I don't know if I can see it, it's back here. This double boiler. It has like the 2 pans and then the lid. My daughter found that on a garage sale that we just happened to stop at. We were coming back from a skate park grand reopening and I was like, she was, can I please get this? It's only $1. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Thinking, we'll just put it on our garage sale in the future. We really have no use for it. We have used that thing We have used that thing so much, so we really like it. Okay, well, that's all I have time for today. We are gonna just clean up a little bit what we have out here. Hi, and then we're gonna go outside and play with your siblings, aren't we? And enjoy this nice day. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope everything's going well for you guys. I'm trying to check in here a little bit more often. Yeah, do you see you and Mama? Thanks for watching, guys. As always, go out and do something awesome. See ya. Say bye-bye.